My name's Francesca Harty, I'm 18 years old. I got a B in Business A-level and a double distinction star in Sport and Exercise Science.
My name's Rachel Kenny, I'm 28 years old and I have 2-1 in criminology.
My name is Sam Hatton, I'm 19 and I got ABC in my levels, C in PE, A in B in Applied Science.
My name is Sophie Cummins, I'm 20 years old. I got an A star in A-level PE and B in English and Law.
My name is Gabriella Farrell, I'm 25. I did an access course and got 45 distinctions.
Okay, thank you. And now can you tell everybody what you did in terms of work shadowing before you came?
I did mine at Ashfield Physiotherapy Clinic and it was a private clinic where he accepted people for appointments.
I went to William Hospital and I also went to Leigh Hospital as well and did some work shadowing there.
I went to a private clinic called Total Physiotherapy, did about 25 hours of shadowing.
I went to Worcester Hospital and did the whole of my second year of college shadowing on there.
I did 1 day shadowing musculoskeletal physio in a private practice, a day doing shadowing community therapists. I spent a day in a neuromuscular centre for patients with muscular dystrophy, and I do visit with my dad who had a stroke a couple of years ago.
Okay, thank you. And now moving on to the interview process, because we've got 2 students who are third years and 3 students who are about to start on Monday. So can the first years give us a wave first of all? And the third years give us a wave? Okay. So we've got both ends of the spectrum. Can you tell us what your experience, good and bad, of the interview process was at Salford, please?
I found the group interview quite difficult because I was trying to get used to a different dynamic compared to other interviews that I've been to. But the individual interview I preferred because it was more about me as a person rather than like my different qualifications and things that I've done. Here at Salford they wanted to get to know me.
I also struggled with the group interview. It was a completely different situation. The individual interview, I really felt that they wanted to get to know who I was and what I was about rather than my academic background. Obviously that's important, but I felt that they wanted to find out who I was as a person. And then,
Salford was my first interview process, so I didn't really know what to expect, but as soon as we got there it was a very informal environment. I think it was very relaxed and made everyone feel less nervous about it compared to other unis as well, which I then went to interview at. The process wasn't easy, the group interview was tough and so was individual, but it was a lot easier for the environment I thought at Salford than at other universities.
Yeah, I agree with what everyone said. The group interview was tough, but tough in terms of getting used to working alongside other people to try and get in, rather than just showing off yourself. But I think the experience of the interview is definitely something that you wouldn't really forget, but it's not that bad that you will forget it because it's so nice and relaxed and something that you actually, looking back at, quite enjoy doing.
Salford was my final interview experience that I had, so I was a bit more relaxed about it. I felt like I'd had more experience. The group interview I think was better than I'd had at other interviews, but it was a smaller group, so I felt it was a bit easier for everyone to get their input. And the one-to-one interview was much more relaxed, and it was more about how I would cope with the course and the itself.
Okay, thank you. And then finally, do you have any words of advice for students who are about to go for an interview?
My advice would just relax and be yourself because that's all you have to get you on the course.
that was exactly my advice. Just seriously, I know it's corny, but just be yourself. That's what we're after.
I'd say the same, but I'd also say make sure you get some preparation and go through at home, have some practices, because it just makes the experience a bit more easier.
Yeah, I'd say prepare as well, just because the questions could be absolutely anything and you just you want to make sure that you've got the right answers, or the answers that you want to give, rather than trying to think off the top of your head.
Yeah, I think for me, I tried to get as much experience as I could. I know it's difficult to get the experience in the shadowing work, but I think it makes a difference on if you understand it. And as much as you can understand about physio, then you're going to feel more prepared and relaxed.